Welcome. In this tutorial, we'll be reviewing how to analyze a financial detail report. So starting off, if you haven't downloaded Google Drive, you'll likely be accessing it through the web client. For this example, we'll be reviewing UKADS. In looking at these files, you'll have the ability to see the most up-to-date information, which will be located in the current fiscal year folder. In this case, it would be fiscal year 15-16, as well as previous data that would actually be contained on an annual basis from an 06-07 all the way to present. So in terms of looking at this, let's see data for November. In accessing this, you're going to see two reports. You're going to see the components, which is each of the 4 building blocks that comprise the financial detail report, as well as the report itself. So we could download this. You could right-click and click download. I actually have this available in a desktop application, which would mimic what you would have if you were to be using Google Drive Desktop. So let's take a look at November's. As you can see here, the components associated, as well as the report. And let's open that up. So what you're seeing here is a breakdown of the 4 financial components that comprise a chart string here at Berkeley. So we have the accounts, as well as the account description, and you can see you have monthly actuals from July, August, September, October, November. In a snapshot, I can be able to see who this department is covering. Looks like this one is a level 5 for Cal Housing, as well as the number of accounts, and then the fiscal year is here just for added assurance in terms of this. Looking at this bottom line, this would actually be your net operating expenses. So you can see here, this is primarily an expense-related department due to the fact that there are services being provided, yet minimal revenues that are actually pooled in a different department. So looking at this first page, this is going to be your account descriptions. The next page that will follow is going to be funds, and that would be the next part of your chart string. So looking at this, you can see there are several funds that flow into this department. So you're going to want to analyze those and ensure that these funds are being used correctly and they're in the right place. The next page being used is your project analysis. So project codes are typically 6 characters, and they are for overall operational expenditures that have a start and an end date. So looking at this would be your summer sessions revenue that ended up coming in July, and you can actually see that there is a project associated with that. And finally, you're going to have your flex fields, and these are 5-character codes typically created by your financial analyst, and they actually are used to account for annual expenses or revenues that happen year over year. So in reviewing all of these, you're seeing that this is summary level data. So you're not actually seeing the breakdown for the 47,000 series in terms of the flexes, projects, and funds associated with that. If you are interested in that data, that's going to be your transaction verification report that's going to be able to provide you the additional data. The most effective ways to leverage these reports is by being able to use this summary level data to hone in on areas that need additional attention. So, but by being able to look here, you might be able to see that there was a credit that ended up happening for miscellaneous communication services, or overall credit that ended up taking place because of computer equipment. That might be something that interests you as a budget manager, and in doing so, you can actually go and delve in either to the transaction verification reports to identify the bear by SQ number or the outside vendor that provided this, or be able to provide this information over to your financial analyst if they have not brought it up to you already, so you could be able to delve in further.